Hi everyone. I wonder if there are any seniors out there who are interested in getting a jump start on their college essays. Because if so, you're in luck. Today, my name is Haruka Yamashita. I am a college admissions coach, and today I want to share with you one of my favorite books on college essay writing. It is called College Essay Essentials. The author is Ethan Sawyer. He is also known as the College Essay Guy. He's really an amazing, expert on the subject. I've seen him speak at UC counselor conferences, and I even have an autographed copy of his book. I love it so much. Anyway, what I want to do is share with you three of my favorite brainstorming exercises from this book. Literally, he's got dozens, so you want to pick and choose, which I just want to pick and choose some of the ones that have worked for my students in the past. So the first one is on page 4. It's called The Big List of Brainstorming Questions. And it's great because it's by coming up with brainstorming exercises and completing them, you get warmed up. Just like if you're an athlete, let's say you're about to play a big game or run or something like that, you don't just go out there, right? You need to get warmed up. And in the same way as when you're getting ready to write, you want to get warmed up with these brainstorming questions. So page 4, let's see some of these questions. What is an object that reminds you of home? What's an object that reminds you of your grandmother? What is your favorite book? What do you wish you were better at doing or being? If you had an imaginary business card, what would the logo look like? What's your favorite word? What does a perfect Saturday night look like to you? What is a quotation that you love? What is the biggest decision you've ever made? So this is just a glimpse at some of the questions there are, and by, it forces you to think a little bit about your life and possibly come up with good elements to write about in a potential essay. Here's another exercise, page 225. It's called 21 Details. All right, and you're supposed to write details about yourself that describe you. So I just thought, it'd be kind of fun to think of myself back in high school. What would I have written about? So I would have written something like, well, I go to Japanese school on weekends, and I go to American school on weekdays. I love going to school, American school, but I really don't like going to Japanese school. I changed 6 schools in childhood, and I think my parents were a little worried about adjustments, but I actually had too much trouble making new friends, and transitions were not particularly hard. I felt envious about to see other girls have so many extracurricular activities, because my parents really didn't let me do that, going to Girl Scouts or playing instruments, things like that. I have a sister who's a year younger than me. We both worked hard in school and were motivated by each other. I did not like PE. I was a slow runner. I hated how my arms hurt after volleyball, and I was always the slowest runner, almost the slowest runner. But I liked surprising people that I could actually do layups, because I'm really short, and people think that girls can't do that. Well, it's true. I'm terrible with sports, but I could actually do the layup, so that was kind of fun. Also, I felt very confident about myself as a student until I nearly failed a calculus test and a physics test in the same week. It really shattered my confidence. It's taken a while to rebuild that. Anyway, those are some examples. These are true details about me when I was a high school student. And so I encourage you to do the same. Here's and the third brainstorming exercise is everything I want colleges to know about me. So the idea is, again, to get a piece of paper, white sheet of paper, and brainstorm. It could be either bullet form, or you can do it more freestyle. You could have it as a timeline, but you want to write all the elements that you think you want the colleges to know. So things like, I love working with kids of all ages. I was on the debate team and I loved it, but I felt I quit because it was a little too intense and I feel a little guilty about it. And so on and so forth. So write those things down. By working on all these brainstorming exercises, you will realize that you have things to write about, right? Because a lot of kids struggle with saying, I have nothing to write about. That's not true. Yeah, we are all made up of stories, and the point of writing these essays is to show who you are. Personal insight questions for the University of California are particularly focused on personal insights. So they are supposed to be factual, but interesting as well. So you have to bring the storyteller out in each of us, right? Once you complete these brainstorming exercises, share it with some friends and say, which one of these are kind of interesting, or which one do you think could be a story, or which one do you think I should, potentially write about? And also put a counselor hat on. So if you were a university admissions officer, which story do you think would be most valuable when I'm trying to decide, okay, there are like dozens, hundreds, thousands of kids out there, which ones are going to be most beneficial to help you get in, right? Because you want to get the nuggets, the stories that are interesting, relevant, and show that you're going to be a great college student. So go ahead, get this book, check it out, College Essay Essentials by Ethan Sawyer, and I hope that helps. For those of you who may not know, I am a virtual college counselor, and I am the host of College Knowledge webinars. College Essay Workshop is my third series of College Knowledge webinars. Right now, my group is already full. So, but if you are a junior listening to this, then you'll be, check me out next year. I have College Knowledge webinars related to college research as well as financial literacy. So if those are things that can help you out, especially during this coronavirus, I encourage you to check out my website. It's planeteducation.com, and check out my webinar series. It's a masterclass, and you can get started on your college admissions journey from home. All right.